We've just pulled up here inside the Ningaloo Reef. We've got the reef on the outside and obviously the mainland there, and it forms like a lagoon, and there's also a nice sand flat there as it leads onto the beach. Now, flats of course are a really good place for us to sight fish with a fly rod. Dave's obviously up the front at the moment, and both Scott and I are going to keep a lookout in a minute, see if we can spot a fish for him. We're going to be looking for a few different species that live here. There's actually bonefish, permit, queenfish, GTs and golden trevally, plus a host of others, but those are probably the prime targets. Ideally we'll spot the fish, we'll point him out to Dave, you know, like 1 o'clock, 70 feet going right, and he'll be able to make a presentation just in front, let the fly sink, a couple of strips, and hopefully it'll be all on. I've just hooked up to a fish here on the flats. We're doing a nice little drift, getting a good sort of selection of flats here on the Ningaloo Reef side of Exmouth. This is on the west side of the point. Oh, well done, Dave. Dave's hooked up one of the friends of my fish. I think it's a golden trevally. Pretty confident it's a little golden. Not a big fish, but I'll tell you, as you can see, pulling out all this line, a whole lot of fun on a fly rod. We're just using 15-pound tippet here because we don't know if we're going to find a bonefish or a permit. We don't know what we're going to get, so we've got to fish relatively light, and we're using a combination of crabs and clousers. I've got a little shrimp pattern on here, lead weighted eyes, so it's going to get down a little bit. There we go, I've got him on the reel. How are you going there, Dave?
Yeah, I've lost a bit of string, but
yeah, they're only a small size fish.
Try and keep them out of these rocks, eh?
Yeah. Looks like we've got both our fish fairly close to the boat now, so hopefully any moment we'll be able to bring a pair of nice goldies aboard. You can tell they're golden trevally. Obviously they've got the gold fins, and sometimes they get a really bright yellow gold back, but one of the clearest ways to tell that they're gold is at this mouth. You can see what I've done there. It's almost like a big yabby pump, and that's because these guys are sand flat specialists. They basically sort of suck up crabs and shrimps, like that shrimp that's in his mouth there, and they use those big rubber lips to basically suck the yabby holes in these sandbars. Beautiful little fish. Right, well, I've just got that fly out, so I'm going to get this beautiful little golden trevally back in the water, and then I might give Dave a hand with his. Oh, he's good to go. How you looking there, Dave?
Yeah, he's ready.
There we go. Well done, Dave.
All right, sweet.
He's a nice little fish, isn't he?
They are pretty little fish, goldies.
Absolutely. They're definitely one of my favourite Australian fish to catch on the fly, mostly because we can catch them here in the flat, so everything we're doing is sight fishing, but they're absolutely beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, and the smaller they are, generally the prettier they are too.
Yeah. He's having a good old chat to you, isn't he? What's he saying? I like that clouser.
He likes us.
I'll let you get that fly out of there, mate.
It is well in.
So Dave's using a little fly called a clouser. It's basically a really sparsely tied fly. Similar concept to mine, got the lead eyes. I've got more of an exacting shrimp pattern, but that could be a shrimp or a baitfish or just about anything. There's hardly a fish in the ocean that doesn't need a clouser.
For sure.
Mate, I'm going to get this guy back too and see if we can catch some more, hey?
Alrighty, good stuff.